behavior is fundamental in the diffusion of disease on two aspects. The first aspect is the fact that when there is a widespread epidemic, people, at least in many cases, behaves more prudently, depending on the spread of disease. But to be more clear, the behavior change depending not only on the information on the disease, but on the rumors. And the rumors influence the second part of the behavior of people, that is the propensity to vaccinate. Because unfortunately, there is a lot of misconception of vaccination, and people tend to outweigh the risk of vaccine, which of course is minimal in many cases, in all cases, with the respect to the risk of getting the disease, which instead has very serious, in some cases, consequences. So, mathematical model in recent 10 years started to take into account also personal behavior. Indeed, I think that in modern public health project concerning the spread of infectious disease is fundamental the contribution of cultural anthropologists. For example, reason for objection to vaccination or for taking the vaccination depends strongly on the culture of the target population. And the reason for accept or reject vaccination, for example, in Africa, can be strongly different from the one in North Europe, which can be strongly different from the one in South Europe. So it's very important. Another cultural aspect that makes very difficult the prevention is the lack of trust in the institution. How mathematical models are related to this? Because a mathematical model can help to understand the impact of a public health campaign aimed, for example, at increasing the trust of people in vaccination. Well, concerning the popularization of model, there is a peculiarity of mathematical model on infectious disease. Mathematical models on infectious disease are intrinsically very complex, as, for example, are very complex models of general theory of the relativity. The difference is since mathematical model of infectious disease concern the everyday life of people, people waits for a popularization of this model and of its results, whereas they accept that not all the general theory of relativity can be explained. And here is the difficulty and the challenge for the scientific writer of the future, making accessible this kind of model, remembering that on one hand they are intrinsically difficult, and on the other hand that they pertain to everyday life, so to some extent people want to know more information.